Michele are podcast's most interesting and loving couple. Join them every week as this radio personality and this author come together to let you into their lives.
It Goes Down in the DM is the podcast that made it to radio, hanging out with you and our friends on Clubhouse. Such a good time. Marquia is here. How are we doing?
Pretty good.
I'm so glad. Our sister's here. Our little sister's here. I love that.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to cover a couple things in this break.
All right.
Including the 10 U.S. places with the shortest average marriages. Can't wait to read that. But first, we've got to do this. How long does it take to fall in love? How long do you think it takes to fall in love? Like genuinely love?
I really do think you can know in an instant that that's your person. Like, after a conversation.
Because you don't believe in love at first sight.
No, I don't believe
love at first chat.
I believe yes.
Okay.
And I think that once you open your mind for the potential that love is there,
sure,
then it blooms naturally, right? But I would say 6 weeks. I think give someone 6 weeks, and you can know for sure that they love you.
6 weeks. I think that's pretty good. Well, in the realm of love, the timeline isn't fixed, but experts differentiate between falling and being in love. And falling in love involves an emotional biochemical blend akin to an altered state. Although intense, this infatuation is temporary, like a drug-induced feeling, psychologist Cheryl Fraser emphasizes. Enjoying this emotional high, but not making hasty decisions. The pace of falling in love depends on knowing and being known by someone, progressing from false intimacy to true connection. That's really interesting.
It is interesting, and I like the way she worded it.
Yeah. Love's definition is complex with various phases and dynamics. Scientifically, love at first sight has some backing with studies indicating rapid emotional connections even within milliseconds of visual contact. Huh. That's interesting.
I think it makes sense, though, right? Because people do say that the eyes are the window to the soul.
That's true.
So I feel like if someone's eyes are expressive enough, you could read a lot of emotion in there.
Wow. Yeah, I actually really appreciate that she explains falling in love is knowing someone for their false sense of self. To the connection that you build together as you see their flaws and you see all the bad up to the good and the person that has changed and the person that has really come to take the time to put themselves together. I think that's amazing. That's so cool.
I agree, yeah.
See? Psychologist. Maybe she's probably crazy. Psychologists are freaking nuts.
Most therapists need therapists.
Yeah. Who's the therapist?
Dr. Phil.
Who's therapist? The rapist.
Oh.
All right, let's cover this real quick. The 10 places in the U.S. with the shortest marriages, okay?
How many cities are in California? How many cities on that list are in California?
All right, let's see, actually. So they're all states.
Okay.
There's no cities here.
All right.
However, there's one that is a city and a state.
Okay.
Do you know what that is? Washington, D.C. Number one on the list. Fair. Median duration of marriage is 10.5 years, and median age of first marriage is 31.95. I don't know what that means. All right, number two.
Wait, hold on. Read it again, slower.
Okay. Number one on the list is Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Median duration of marriage is 10.5 years.
Okay.
Median age of first marriage is 31.95.
Okay, there you go. Now you understand it?
I understand.
Okay.
I'm sorry. All right, number two on the list, Alaska. Of course. Median duration of marriage is 16.8 years.
That's not bad.
That's nice. And then median age of first marriage is 28.
Okay.
All right, coming in at number 3 is Texas.
That makes sense.
median duration of marriage, 17.6 years.
10.
Okay.
Start marrying young out there.
Okay. And then median age of first marriage is 28.45.
All right. So what's the average years? You said 17?
17.8.
0.8. All right. That's not bad, I guess.
That's not bad.
And they got married at 25?
And they got married at 28.
28.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's not bad.
Not bad.
They get bored in their 40s. Okay.
All righty. Nevada. Median duration of marriage is 17.7.
Okay.
Median age of first marriage is 30.
Oh.
Wow. Older people getting it in.
Yeah.
Trying to get that second or third. Utah. Median duration of marriage is 18 years. I didn't think they were allowed to divorce in Utah.
I didn't think so either. I thought they were all Mormons.
I thought they And then median age of first marriage is 25.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, Colorado next on the list. Duration of marriage is 18.2 years.
Okay.
Median age of first marriage is 29.
Oof.
Yeah.
Y'all are getting married when you're set your old age, and then when they don't conform for you, you get mad.
You get mad, yeah.
That explains so much about Colorado.
Oklahoma. Who the hell's getting married with anybody from Oklahoma?
Blake Shelton.
Ooh. Median duration of marriage is 18, and then median age of first marriage is 27. Washington next on the list. I'm so glad this stupid ass state is on the list. Median duration of marriage is 18.3 years, and then median age of first marriage is 28.8. Idaho, median duration of marriage 18.6, with the median age of first marriage at 26.
That's scary though.
It is.
To think that you could get married at 26 and be divorced before you're 40.
Oh my God.
Or, before you're 50.
Yeah, no, that's scary.
18 years is a long time.
It is a long time.
These people essentially are getting married because they're pregnant and then getting divorced when their kid graduates.
Oh,
That's what all these marriages
exactly
sound
what
like.
they are.
They
That's
got
exactly
married
what they
when
are.
somebody was pregnant and divorced when the kid graduated.
Can you guess what number 10 is on the list? It's a southeastern state.
Southeastern? I'm not good at geography. I just learned where Maine was at 21. What are you saying to me?
All right. Think Gladys's Chicken and Waffle.
Georgia.
There we go. Number 10 is Georgia.
Chicken first.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Georgia. Median duration of marriage is 18 years, and median age of first marriage is 9.2. Or 29.2.
What? What are they doing in Georgia?
All right. And then let's run through these really quick, okay?
All right.
The 10 U.S. states with the longest marriages. We'll do 10 to 1 just for fun. Coming in at number 10 is West Virginia. Number 9 is Wisconsin.
Wait, tell us how long the marriage.
You want me to? Oh, okay. Median duration of marriage is
just the duration of the marriage.
That's fine. 22.
Okay.
Wisconsin is 22 as well.
Okay.
22.5. 22.4 for Vermont. Montana is sitting at 22.1. Michigan is at 22 years exactly. Iowa coming in at the bottom of the top 5 here with the median duration of marriage at 22 years as well. Wow. And then South Dakota, 21.8 years. Pennsylvania is 21.8. Number 2 is Maine, 21.8 as well. And coming in at number 1, a lot of eastern states here. New Hampshire
That makes me happy. I look at pictures in New Hampshire and get happy. They have to be happy up there. I don't even have anything bad to say about New Hampshire. Shout out New Hampshire.
You like New Hampshire?
I do a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would never live in New Hampshire.
Oh, no, I've never lived there.
There's no reason to go there.
No, I've never, I'm happy.
What happens in New Hampshire? I don't even know of a place there.
There's a lot of bed and breakfasts.
What's the capital there?
Shit, ask Alexa.
Alexa, what's the capital?
The fuck made you think I knew? I don't know.
Alexa, what's the capital of New Hampshire? Concord.
Like
I conquered the world.
Is that where grape jelly comes from?
Probably. Oh, shit.
Hold on.
Oh, we learned something new. Oh.
All right, hold on. We'll be right back. We need to figure out if grape jelly comes from New Hampshire. Thank you so much for listening.
It goes down in the DM. It's the podcast that made it to radio.
Look, we're on Clubhouse. Another one of our sisters just joined us. Hi, Terica.
Oh! The
Danae,
star is here!
Danae and Marquia are still hanging out with us.
Hi, sister.
Still here. How y'all doing?
Hey. This one
What's up, y'all?
Hey, girl. They fix your air?
Oh, sort of. They got to come back and actually clean the machines out.
How coincidence?
Right now,
what a coincidence
now,
that you have air troubles the same time we have air troubles. Like, I swear to God,
I had them last week.
No, let me tell you guys. Me and Terica are so in sync with our lives that it's very scary. And it could be like, I can text her and be like, hey, sister, what are you doing? I'm not sleeping good. She texts me back 3 seconds later. I'm not sleeping either, bitch. My back hurts. My head hurts. I fell out the bed.
You really are becoming an old woman. And I hope you know that it's nice to share that feeling of once feeling young.
No, Danny made the most old man noise I've ever heard in my life the other day. And I was like,
let me just let you in on a little secret, okay? Yeah. Biofreeze make a roll-on stick now.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, you know what?
Shout out DoorDash.
You asked me what we talked about today. I forgot. Terica traumatized me with her biofreeze story.
I was hoping you would pass that along to your husband.
No, I trauma blocked it out, actually.
Okay, we're not going to put it on the radio.
Oh. Well,
or is it? Or are you okay with that?
I mean, I don't mind.
All right. This is going to be great. All right, please share.
I just, so as much as I can say, because it is a legal matter, I was injured in May and I've been going through treatment and stuff. And so now I'm going to OT and I had an appointment yesterday and when I fell on my right side, and then, there was a more serious injury I've been dealing with. So I didn't really notice, pain that was relative. I was like, I'll get to that. And then, so I've been going for, it's not my hand, it's my whole arm. And so yesterday we do like heat, stretches, massage, and then she iced me. But then when I was trying to go to bed last night, I was in so much pain. I couldn't even lift like a plastic container with this arm. I felt defeated. So I got that biofreeze roll on, and I was flipping my body like a pancake in this bed trying to get get it there, and then my leg and my neck, and I was like, whew. And then I felt so much better, and I drifted off into a good sleep. Good sleep. But I felt old, and
It's okay. We've got a few years put on us in just this year alone, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. And then I've been beat up, so
I literally made the most old man noise though the other day, and was I getting up?
I don't know.
I think I was just.
You were standing. You were like just stretching.
I was just stretching, and I was just like, oh.
No, it was worse. Like, I thought that was going to be his last breath, okay? I thought that he was about to be gone. Like, 30 years in that moment just hit him all at once.
I really wish somebody had pulled me to the side and told me when you hit 30, everything changes.
Yo!
So
oh my God!
I've been trying to tell as many people as I can, because this get up and go ain't get up and go.
Let me tell you something, Danny. When you made that noise, I actually did tell Terica about it because she told me. She texted me and goes, we tried to tell Danny that shit changes once you turn 30, and he did not listen.
I asked some of my boys on Team Talk last night. I was like, hey, yo, a couple of you know, but man, do you understand that actually hitting 30 is like a switch? And why is it that nobody told me about how fast that switch is flipped? It's like the day of your birthday. You can expect some things to start popping, creaking, sounding like you are decrepit. I'm telling you.
And then they don't tell you about the weight gain. They don't tell you that in your 20s, you get you whatever you want. You turn 30, you eat two slices of cake on your birthday.
And you're a fatty.
The next day, you weigh 30 more pounds. Your back hurts. You regret that piece of cake, that extra piece of cake for the rest of your life.
I just block it out now because I'm like, you know what? I'm eating this daggone cake.
I used to get so excited because Michele and I like to order milkshakes. And now it's gotten to the point where I have to literally triple ask myself, like, you don't really need that fucking milkshake, bro.
And I'm an enabler. I'm like, well, if you were fat, that's fine. We can be fat together.
And it's not just the weight gain; it's the way
it's the afterfeel. Yeah, you have to be willing to go through it for that ice cream.
Yeah, because it may take a couple days, but you're going to be like, what in the world is happening to my body? And then you be like, oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. So we had Wingstop the other night. And Danny looks at me and goes, Michele, remember what happened after you ate all that corn the last time? Are you sure you want 10 pieces of corn? And I was like, you know what? You're right. I'll eat 5.
We gotta help each other make better decisions.
No, seriously, because I was gonna be like, you're gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
Let me tell you something. This is where I know that everybody has that moment in life, as much as they hate it and don't want to face it. Michele knows my father.
Yeah,
girl, he was struggling at Shrimp Fest.
Ooh.
Like, he got round 2, but he barely made it through round 2.
I've never seen Daddy eat less than 3 rounds of anything.
I had to help him eat some shrimp. Like, I said, dang, Dad, we've been trying to tell you. You gotta, like, calm it down. And then he was just looking so sad. He didn't really talk very much either. I was just like, oh, Lord.
I think this whole break got off track. I feel like we need to go back to music and try again.
Michele mentioned Dua Lipa, and I'm really freaked out. If this really is AI, we are screwed, you guys. You ready for this?
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Rest in peace to one of the greatest to do it, Mr. Frank Sinatra.
If you want to run away with me in a little galaxy, and I I could take you for a ride. Had a premonition that we better do rhythm when the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, silence the way you lie.
It's Frank Sinatra AI singing Levitating.
At the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating.
That's freaky as shit, right?
That is creep to me.
That's wild.
I hope they are paying that man's estate for that, and Dua Lipa. I hope that they're all getting paid for that.
Listen, there is some crazy shit happening in the world, and that also includes a story about a manatee in Florida, right?
Yep. It's Florida Manatee Friday.
I'm so mad.
Okay, how long have you been holding on to that?
I just came up with it just now.
That was very good, Michelle. That was very good.
I'm really mad that both you and Terica tried not to give me my laugh.
No.
And you did it the same. You guys both did the same little chuckle.
It's not that. It's just, nobody was ready.
Yeah. It was the speed. It's not in what you said. The speed was impressive. I really
did not work that fast. And I was like, wait a minute, huh? What she say? I don't even know. Do we even remember what we were trying to share? Like, what was happening?
Oh, no, trust me. You can't forget these manatees.
This manatee story is bananas. So a manatee who died in a Florida aquarium this year sustained fatal injuries caused by keeping it in the family. Yeah. Sex with his brother.
Woo! Yes, Florida!
Yeah.
Madness! Even the animals are confused. No, I'm just, hey, brotherly love, you know?
All right, that's Philly. All right. So officials, they should have done it in Philly. That would have been a little more appropriate, though.
It would have, yeah.
I mean, I feel like, now, all right, were they the only two in captivity?
Well, let's see. Officials said Hugh, 38, died unexpectedly April 29th at the Mode Marine Laboratory and Aquarium in Sarasota, which this week shed more light on the animal's passing, saying that the injury was most likely the result of sex with his brother. Buffett Moat insisted that Hugh's handlers never believed that he was in any danger on the day of Hugh's passing. Hugh and Buffett engaged in natural yet increased mating behavior. That's what I do at night with my wife.
I know that's right.
It's natural yet increased mating behavior.
They must have been the only two in captivity.
Observed and documented in manatees, both managed care in the wild. The aquarium said in a statement that this is the first time such heightened mating behavior was ever witnessed between the two manatees. So they've been going at it for a while. This was just the first time the friction was crazy.
It is. And like,
they threw something in the food.
Normalized them two manatees fucking each other. Like, this is the first time it got violent. It was fine before.
It was cool before we started choking on her.
But yeah, once it was escalating.
Do it different.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started holding his head down.
Can we call it mating, or like it sounds like it wasn't consensual?
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah. He sounds like he was a sex slave.
Or were they practicing CNC?
I wonder if they were trying to figure out if they could be gay.
Oh.
But you know what? It makes sense now. That's why the species is endangered. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Because then people in Florida...
Necropsy? Is that how you pronounce that? Necropsy?
Yeah.
Performed by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission's Marine Mammal, whatever that is, lab found that the fatal wound was a 14.5 centimeter long tear in the ventral wall of his colon.
Hold on. That is a lot. Okay, so 12...
He ripped his asshole apart!
Hold on. So
Slay.
10 centimeters is 4 inches, right?
Yeah.
So 14 and a half centimeters is what, like 6.5 inches?
Alexa,
I mean,
what's
but these
14 and a half?
These are manatees, okay? They're not built like. And that makes me sad because usually they're not
5.71 inches.
Mm.
not the only species that engages in homosexuality. There are other animals in the world that will do that.
No, they really fuck each other's asses, though.
I mean,
They
and
do.
that's fine.
Wow. He tore his ass up.
It sounds like Hugh did not want to be fucked in the
I don't
ass.
think Hugh really wanted the anal pounding that he
Yeah,
got.
that's why I said this is
On that
starting to sound
particular
a little less
night, no.
consensual.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
He had a
It got too
headache.
violent.
No, he had a headache.
It makes me sad because they've been watching this happen for a long time, and they're like, "But this was the first time it escalated." I mean, it was already escalated, and then
Let me tell you
it's
something.
been increasing.
We're actually
And then-
doing this story tonight, Terica, because of you. Because when I saw this story,
Oh my god! Don't say it like that, though.
no, she went to romancing the stone and got crabs, hermit crabs.
Oh, hermit crabs!
She
Yeah,
got
I would
hermit
never.
crabs, and they killed each other too. And I just,
Oh.
It was crazy. It was bananas. First of all, at night they're the most active at night, and then they in the daytime they sleep or whatever. But when I'm trying to go to sleep, I hear clink 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 clink. I'm just like, what the heck are y'all doing? And I would flip the light on. Everybody goes in their shells. I'm just like, just keep it down, right? And then I came home one day. I was gonna feed him. And I noticed one of them wasn't moving. He was out of his shell. And let me tell you, hermit crabs, they look weird AF outside their shells. It is crazy looking at them.
You're
outside
a
the
nut.
shells.
You know that? You're just a fucking nut.
I am like, well, what type of nut? Am I like an almond?
cashew.
No, you're a macadamia nut.
Oh, okay. Tough and tasteless. Damn.
Damn.
I called you a cashew.
You did.
I did.
I love cashews.
All right, let's get out of control.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
No,
Daddy,
sister, I love you. Please share.
After you made her
I'm
feel
already
bad.
sharing something traumatic.
Okay,
It
go
was
ahead.
very
Go
traumatic.
ahead. It was. I know. I heard it.
No.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
And-
Staying at Terica's house while she had hermit crabs was an adventure. And one time she was coming to stay with me, and she was like, "I gotta bring the hermit crabs." I was like, "No, they'll be fine by themselves."
So
They
I
made
made
me so uncomfortable.
I made her in the midst of that weekend. I said I gotta go home and check on my hermit crabs. So I was responsible. It's just one of them, the biggest one, and that's usually how it goes. The biggest one was the murderer.
The murder.
He was the only one left, and I said I threw him out in the yard because I didn't talk about him for a few days, and Michele started getting concerned, and then finally she said, "Terica, what happened to your crab?" I said, "Oh, I threw him out in the yard because the big one killed everybody." So
You know, I
he out
tried
there.
to ignore it too, that she wasn't talking, that she suddenly wasn't talking about that. And it went from every single day. I didn't sleep good last night because the hermit crabs, blah, blah, blah. And one day she finally got really mad and turned the light on and closed her bathroom door. So they would shut up.
I put him out of my room.
You know, like the kids. Get your ass out of here. Leave me alone.
And you want to know what the mistake was? Where I knew I messed up, but I didn't acknowledge it. That man gave me all them crabs for free and just made me pay for the cage.
She was so excited about it. I kept asking her, I said, "Terica, how did you get those crabs?" "Oh, well, this man, he gave them all to me for free. I went in there was only 15. No, there's a story. I went in There was only 15 minutes left. The store was closing. I thought I had more time. I've been wanting to look at the hermit crab. He put them all in there and said, "Here, you have all of them."
Romancing the stone.
Are you sure? Are you sure? And she was so excited. I was like, Terica, that doesn't sound like the blessing that you're trying to make it sound like. No, Michelle, you don't understand. This is the only gift my mom will let me have that's an animal. I'm going to take these hermit crabs. I said,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terica.
Yeah.
It
was tough.
How old were you?
Diddy, I was grown.
Okay. Did it? Did it ever occur to you? Did it ever occur? I was really hoping I heard like 13, and it just made it worse right now. But
no, I know what you.
Did it ever occur to you that like I don't know, like I would think I'm so stupid when it comes to those types of animals, and anything that's just not a fucking domesticated tiger or domesticated wolf. Like I'm more anything like that. I always think to separate, even if they possibly could get along. I don't know that shit, so I'm just like, hey yo, I just know you're just some other type of animal, and I'm just gonna box you up by yourself.
So you don't cause this. Gave them each their own cage.
Yes, so they don't cause fucking destruction. Somebody got hungry, and then they both just fed off of each other as they died, I think is what happened there.
You know, the worst part about this is her hermit crabs were such an ugly time in our friendship.
Oh.
Because I was brutal.
Because she bought hermit crabs and you were honest about it?
Yeah, well, no, I was brutally so. And, like, we would be around new people.
Yeah.
And she would start talking about the hermit crabs.
You were really... Like, so how long did they last?
Special. Like 6 months, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was a long time.
One died. One of my first ones had died because he molted and I didn't have the new shell in there. So he spent too much time outside of his shell and he died. So I had to get rid of him. And then I got another one. How did you
scoop him up? With bare hands?
Well, there was no. I had a scooper. And if it was too much for me, I just asked my dad to do it.
And like
this story,
my dad supported me.
I'm gonna stop asking questions. I'm getting so upset.
I would talk about she would talk about these hermit crabs in front of people, and I would just look at her like, Terica, please stop talking about those stupid crabs. We don't even like those stupid crabs. And then she would make excuses for them, like it's not their fault. I work all day. And when I'm home, I think they know I'm home.
Why did you treat them like a dog and a cat? Because you never could have either?
Well, in my journey to healing, Danny, I realized I fixated.
Oh, so in hindsight is what you're saying.
Yeah, I fixated on certain things at the time. And I feel like, Michelle, around the time I got those hermit crabs, is when I stopped karate kicking stuff.
You know, I'm pretty sure that you're correct, actually.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out, I was decompressing
how to move through life like a sane person?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was not sane.
I hear.
Yeah. So, Terica, what breed of Scorpio are you? I don't...
What breed?
Oh my God.
I don't think I would ever...
Let me tell you something.
But hold on. Yeah, but Terica, the home she grew up in was wild. It was bananas in there.
My home life, I just learned how to deal with it. But I'm also a rare breed of Scorpio because I'm pretty much the only Scorpio in my life that doesn't have kids. So
wow,
I was like,
that's a great point. I think I only know one other Scorpio that doesn't have kids.
Yeah, and we're special, aren't we? We're very special. We don't.
No, that makes so much sense. I think they get lonely and go crazy. That must be it. That must be it.
We're nurturers to the point where we nurture everybody else except ourselves, and then one day we wake up and realize, oh shit, who's spending that on me? And then we fixate on certain things that bring us joy.
There's two kind of Scorpios. There's the ones that the freaky side is just too freaky because they keep popping out babies. I'm that one. And then there's
Ding,
like
ding,
you,
ding.
my sister, and my
Yeah,
brother.
she
Like,
likes that.
it's just like, no, I'm okay. I got 1,000 nieces and nephews, and I'd rather spend all of my money on me and be selfish.
All right.
Who wants to marry a multi-millionaire? That was the question in February 2000 when Fox aired Who Wants to Marry a Multi-Millionaire. 50 women compete to be the bride of an unknown wealthy man they've only seen in silhouette, gazing down on them from a god POV. It's a weird vibe from the beginning, and when the field is cut down to the final 5, they're dressed in wedding gowns. The millionaire is finally revealed to be this guy, Rick Rockwell, and the gals look psyched. Then he just picks his winner like he's grocery shopping. The lucky lady is Darva Conger, who is totally not disassociating right now. They get married right then and there, and the fun was just beginning. After the show, Rickwell's millionaire status was questioned when images of his home were leaked. Apparently, having a broken toilet in your backyard isn't a sign of wealth. More questions poured in. Rockwell had claimed to be a motivational speaker, but the companies he had supposedly spoken for said they've never hired him. Then it was discovered that one of Rockwell's ex-girlfriends filed a restraining order against him, and this didn't show up in the background check Fox ran on him before the show, because turns out Rockwell was not his real name. He's not really a millionaire, not really a motivational speaker, not really a good guy, not really Rick Rockwell. His new bride expressed regret for going on the show and said, "In my heart, I'm not married to him." She later sold the engagement ring in an auction and appeared on an episode of Celebrity Boxing. Rick Rock would go on to do a stand-up tour and appear in several aviation computer-based training CD ROM
Stop
courses.
it!
Rock on, Rick.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop.
So I came across.
That's not real.
It is. It is. And I came across this, and I actually remember the show.
Really?
Yeah, because remember, it came right before. It either came right before or at the same time as Millionaire Matchmaker. Remember Millionaire
Yes.
Matchmaker? And all the drama
Yes.
behind that. This is wild, though. And then it made me start thinking.
This is so good.
You know, Charity, like one of the more recent bachelorettes.
Yeah.
Apparently, she recently expressed regret for being on the show. And so this really made me think, like, wow, people really go on these shows to become famous.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She really married this man and knew absolutely nothing about him.
Knew nothing. You know what I love about The Bachelor?
What's that?
Chris Harrison got fucking ousted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he extorted the shit out of him.
Yeah, he did.
He said, "You pay me or I'll spill everything." They paid him 20 plus million. How amazing is that?
I mean, but it makes sense.
Won.
And it makes you concerned on what you might not know, right?
Right.
Because
How many
remember-
people have been paid off?
Well, remember the Fantasy Island story from a few years ago?
Yeah.
With the guy who was serving drinks on like the Bachelor Fantasy Island or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever the show is.
And he slipped something in there.
And he slipped something in there, yeah. And then they made it a Law and Order episode. That was a good ass episode.
Wow.
But the fact that shit actually happens or shows, and then let's not forget the dating game killer.
The Alcala.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Rodney Alcala.
Yeah.
His name was Rodney.
Rodney.
Like, let's not act like Rodney is
Yeah,
just
and his answers though.
Yeah, his whole tone.
The whole tone,
He
the whole
talks
time,
like a serial killer.
And for the woman to really key in on that was amazing. Like she listened to her intuition because you know about the ending of that.
Yeah,
that she ended up not going on the date.
Yep,
because she felt weird vibes from him from the beginning.
Yeah.
God, thank God she listened to her fucking intuition, man.
It's scary
to think that if she went through with it, we would have seen somebody who was murdered. That, you know what I'm saying? They got there in that situation from a TV show, a game show. Oof.
Well, there's that. And then when you think about this guy, this Rockwell, he became a stand-up comedian, and he
ended up making money. He ended up
capitalizing off the fact that he
lied. Yeah.
And like the fact that Fox has no backlash. Like, what about these ladies? All these ladies are forever associated with the guy who pretended
to be a millionaire.
And then they probably had to do a bunch of different shit. You had to be sneaky and catty. So you let all these women see the worst parts of you.
And you're not even rich, and you ain't shit. That's fire, though. If you're him, you're like, I still get to be on TV. I still get to have cameras on me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but that's the blessing that comes with privilege. Right? Because look at Jerry Springer.
That's true.
You know? Like, so many people out here, especially white men, get away with so much scandal.
I think there's a lot of scandal in every demographic. I just think that certain demographic and certain cultures just hide it more.
Oh yeah,
and they sweep it under the rug more
because money talks. Mm-hmm. Like if you have enough money, you can cover up literally anything.
That's exactly it. Money will do it.
I want to marry a millionaire.
My man Rick. He said, rock on, Rick.
Yeah, he did.